We're live. I think we're now live streaming from Zoom to YouTube channel. Hello, everyone. Wait one moment. Let me get our YouTube channels on our right spot. Okay, just one moment. Bear with me. And this is a very interesting. Welcome to our day 124. Day 124 abundance reading. Let me just put into the playlist to our abundance 365 days reading. And let me get back to our room. Yes. And guess what? Today is our new book time. Let me adjust my camera. Congratulations, everyone. Like I just want to say that to myself. If you are following us, congratulations to you as well. We've just finished the 5th book yesterday, Oprah Winfrey's the Wisdom of Super Sunday. And today we get to our 6th book, new book. Ta-da! The Expert Secrets. It's quite like a secret book, right? It's a dark background and a white. It's quite like a mysterious. This is by Russell Brunson, the founder of ClickFunnels. It's a great platform for like entrepreneurs, for marketing, for funnels, right? Funnel. And for this whole year, we're reading totally planned to vision to read a totally 12 books on personal development and also business success. So we already covered quite some like a personal development and mindset, spirituality. Now it's something getting into our business, okay? Seriously, yeah. So forward by Robert Kiyosaki. Remember Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Actually, I just put his book out there as well. I read it before, but I feel like it's time for me to revisit it. So maybe after this one, the Expert Secrets, we will read the Rich Dad, Poor Dad, okay? And let me read some of this. Oh, by the way, I will share later under my video the link. I do have affiliate link with ClickFunnels. I only recommend like things I trust. I've been using their platform for over 6 years, and this book is Russell Brunson has like .com secrets, expert secrets, and traffic secrets. It's all great books. So I will share the expert secrets book. The book's affiliate link. Barely like making any money, but it's just like a great link you can use there to get more values from both my support and also a ClickFunnels support as well. Okay, so and here Robert Kiyosaki said, "Expert Secrets is a map that will allow you to turn your specialized knowledge, talents, and abilities into a business that will work for you. This is one of the shortcuts of the new rich." Shortcuts is really like turn what you already know, okay? Turn your specialized knowledge, talents, and abilities into a business that will work for you, okay? So wonderful. And the underground playbook for creating a mass movement of people who will pay for your advice. Russell Brunson. Let's start. I got this book actually a long time ago. 2018. And this is a time for us to dive in, okay? It's all right before the pandemic, actually. Dedication to Zheng Smith, who reignited my passion for marketing during a dark time in my journey when I almost threw in the towel. How many times you can remember? Many times, right? We want to just throw a towel, give up. It's done. I don't want to do it anymore, right? Sometimes, yeah. So I don't know the Zheng Smith, but I believe he's maybe a great marketer, right? So Russell is saying that I'm so grateful that your inspiration gave me a second chance. So hopefully Russell Brunson's book, this book, Expert Secrets, will give us inspirations, right? That will give us the second chance. To the experts I've met in my life who helped me to become who I am today. Many of you have had a huge impact on my life in wrestling, religion, business, health, and my relationships. Thanks for being willing to contribute so I could grow. Let me double check. Hold on. I think I hope my YouTube channel is at the same time is also live streaming. Double check. Okay, one moment with me. And sounds like it's live streaming. Okay, good news for that. And so thank God we have the internet today. Now sounds like it's stable. Okay, continue. And to my amazing kids, Darling, Bovin, Ellen, Ellie, Aiden, and Loa. Such a blessing. He has 5 kids who have given me a reason to try to make this world a better place. Your future is what drives me today. Russell, where's the mommy? Where's mommy? Okay, you forgot the mommy. Let's claim guilty. Because the mom is such a great mom, right? Give the birth to 5 kids. I hope, man, don't forget your wife after you get all the kids. Okay, now content, section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sections. 5 sections. So from the, normally I want to quickly review the contents, like a table, right? The table of contents. So you have a whole big picture idea what we will read. So there's a forward, acknowledgements, what is expert secrets, introduction, the 2 types of expert businesses. 2 types. And section 1 is creating your mass movement. Section 2 is creating belief. Section 3 is your moral application. Section 4 is the funnels. Section 5 is what's next. Okay, let's jump in. Forward. Okay, we've already read the forward by Robert Kiyosaki in the summary, and now the content. Okay, you have something special inside you, something you know, something you do, something you can teach. You are already an expert. We all have this something special inside of us, and if we use it right, we can change the world and become rich in the process. That's a really ideal, right? It's like ideally the world should be working this way. Information is a powerful tool. It can be used to attract interest, increase desire, demand attention, and sell. But information alone isn't enough. That's true, right? It's the skillful application of the right information at the right time that can change your life. Exactly resonate with what we read before in Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill mentioned about that. Only applied, right? Information, knowledge, he called knowledge is not really powerful. Only applied knowledge is powerful, right? He said that the skillful application of the right information at the right time. And here I want to add one more. For right people, that will change your life. Okay. If you aren't familiar with my work, I teach a system called the cash flow quadrant. This is from Robert Kiyosaki. Okay. I explain that you are in one of 4 places in your work life. That's a very famous, like cash quadrant. You are either an employee, that's E. You are self-employed, S. You own a business, that's B. Or you are an investor, I. Most of us start out as E, and some never leave this stage. I want to show you this picture. This is really famous, like a quadrant from Robert Kiyosaki in his book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. And we will reread this next time, okay, when we read that book. Most of us, okay, and some never leave this stage. To become financially free, though you must move through the quadrants and get to the business and investor stages as quickly as possible. Now I'm in that transition. Information is how that's done. Information that's already inside you. Think about it. What do you know? What can you teach others? My Rich Dad company is essentially an expert business. So Rich Dad, like he's teaching this, right? The cash flow quadrant. He's teaching his knowledge, information. And that's an expert business. I offer financial education through a variety of products, programs, courses, and mentorships. It started with cash flow, a simple game that transforms lives with the lessons it teaches. Then we expanded into lectures and books and coaching platforms. This is exactly like a coach, a mentor, kind of a business, expert business. Then we expanded into okay, here, my information business grew organically. I didn't have a step-by-step plan. Thanks to this book, you do. In Expert Secrets, Russell Brunson has masterfully laid out the steps to becoming a thought leader and building, I love this, right? To becoming a thought leader. That's what I've been teaching and also coaching. And that's also so resonated with my topic. And building a following of people who will pay you for your information. You can literally start from zero, and by the end, you will have your own profitable business. It gives you the concepts, the scripts, the technology, everything. And by the time you finish this book, you will naturally be in the 3rd quadrant. That's business owner, okay? You will be a business owner because you own the system now. Russell has compiled decades of study and distilled the process down so you can succeed no matter where you are starting from. And you can do it all based on what you already know, even if you don't feel confident just yet. Okay. As Russell explains in his book, regular businesses can use the expert secrets process to create and sell information too. Doctors, dentists, professional services, and even retail stores can all use what they know to create useful information that attracts customers. In fact, if you attach an information business to the front end of your existing business, you can reduce your customer acquisition costs to practically zero and even get paid for every new customer that enters your world. Information business. This is like now Russell Brunson, not just Russell Brunson, like Tony Robbins, Dean Bruce, I say they are all called like they are in this information or knowledge education based business. It's all like overlapped. It's just similar. If you are an employee, you can use the expert secrets process to set up your own business quickly. If you are self-employed or run a small business, you can use the expert secrets process to grow that company. So Robert Kiyosaki, just similar to me, and he's encouraging every employee, you can use the expert secrets process to set up your own business quickly. So it means like everybody should have your own business. And because expert businesses are some of the most profitable businesses in the world, you'll be able to take the profits from your company and become an investor. That is how you build true wealth. See, from number 3, from the third quadrant, the business owner, you can quickly develop into investor, because when you earn money, profit, right, you want to invest, let money grow. And so you will read case studies in this book that show how real people just like you have moved through the quadrants at incredible speed. In fact, you might just skip a quadrant or 2. Yeah, from employee director go to business owner, right? In the past, there were incredible technical and financial hurdles that had to be overcome in order to move through the quadrants. If you were an employee and wanted to start your own business on the side, you either hired a web designer or learned how to do it yourself. You either hired a copywriter or learned how to do it yourself. You either hired someone to run your shopping cart or learned how to do it yourself, all of which was expensive and time consuming. Yeah, there's so many components for businesses. But when you use this book with ClickFunnels, a software tool Russell created that we use in the Rich Dad organization, it's great, right? So that's why Robert Kiyosaki is now writing this forwards, because he's using this platform. He knows how good it is. I've been using ClickFunnels for over 6 years. It's make like integrate your whole marketing system, the business system into one. So it's quite really freed us a lot. You will have all the tools you need to handle the complex technical aspects of running an expert business as well. You don't need to pay tens of thousands of dollars to designers and coders anymore. The financial and technical barriers have been removed so you can focus on sharing your message with the world. People often ask me, what does it take to make money? My answer is that it takes a dream, a lot of determination, a willingness to learn quickly, and ability to use your God-given assets properly. That's wonderfully said, right? Okay, let me put some mark here. I actually read this before, so put a mark there. I just want to, but as time, sometimes you forget, and now you read, just remind you the new inspirations, okay? It takes a dream, a lot of determination, a willingness to learn quickly, and the ability to use your God-given assets properly. The dream, this week we were all talking about a dream, right? Today we had the dreams and the vision board workshop. So it's starting with your dream. Okay, that's your North Star, your guidance and direction. Then they ask, how do you do that? What's the path? Expert secret is the path. I love this. It's a path, right? We've been talking about this path as well. You need to have your dream, have your vision, have your North Star, your purpose as well. And then the path is how you step by step, actually expert secrets is the path. And also ClickFunnels is like a platform. This platform can enable you to work on this path. You can call also like a foundation. Of course, here is not exclusive, only ClickFunnels, right? You can use other paths as well, but this one is definitely like a great a shortcut to enable you to quickly build up your system. You hold in your hand the step-by-step roadmap to turning those assets into wealth and prosperity. Learn, take action, and enjoy the ride, from Robert T. Kiyosaki. And by the way, he mentioned about the assets. I use this as well. God-given assets, all your inner resources, those ones you already own, your gifts, your talents, your strengths, your skills, right? You learned, God-given are also accumulated. That's your assets. So wonderful. This is like a first part. Let me say acknowledgement. This is from Russell. Let me read this part as well, okay? Acknowledgements. I want to start by giving a very special thanks to Zheng Smith. So yeah, so here is a more detailed. A few years back, he had a conversation with me about belief, and that's possible when someone truly believes in something. When we then started talking about how we could create that true belief in the minds of the people we were trying to serve. Very important. Create that true belief in the minds of the people we were trying to serve. That one conversation took me on a journey that lasted over 5 years and had resulted in this book. You will see many things I learned that day and over the next few years from Zheng woven into these pages. Without his ideas, this book wouldn't have been possible. I want to thank Perry Belcher for helping me understand the new opportunities and status. Let me put those people's name out. And Dan Kennedy for teaching me. Oh wow, Dan Kennedy. And later after this book, a few years later, Russell Brunson acquired Dan Kennedy's company. It's like a recession from Dan Kennedy to Russell, for teaching me how to use character and communication. Opportunity and status. Wow. Michael Houch for showing me story structure. Blair Warren for his work with persuasion. Jason Flading for teaching me how to break and rebuild belief patterns. And Armand Morin for creating the stack. Those concepts created the foundation this book was built on. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wow, 7 mentors he mentioned about that. They built those like foundations for his book, right? From opportunity status, character, communication, and story structure, persuasion, break and rebuild belief patterns, and creating a stack. Okay, so I'm so grateful for my inner circle members and people inside our funnel hacker community who are willing to take these crazy ideas and test them in literally hundreds of different markets. You've given us the ability to test things at scale in a way that has never been possible in the history of direct response marketing. It's like a B2C, business to consumers. We are able to see what things work in which markets and make adjustments based on that feedback. This book is infinitely better because of your real world in the trenches testing of these concepts. I'm part of those like testing, right, in coaching in the coaching industry, but it's already like years. Now they have a more mature platform, but they keep innovating. Now they have new system also. Okay, I also know that none of this would be possible if it weren't for my team here at ClickFunnels. Todd Dickinson, that's his co-founder, is a technical, like a CTO. Dan Jones, Ryan Montgomery, and the rest of the development team for building ClickFunnels and continuing to make it better every day. This platform is what has given entrepreneurs like me the ability to get our messages out to the world. That's super important. The platform to give entrepreneurs the ability to get a message out to the world. John Parks, Dave Woodward, and the rest of our marketing team for helping us to get ClickFunnels and this message into the hands of every entrepreneur in the world. Brent Coppinger Capiters and his support team for creating the best possible customer experience for our entrepreneurs and everyone else who is helping to serve our community. There are so many amazing people who are part of the movement we're creating here at ClickFunnels. It's really like a movement. They actually every year they have a ClickFunnels live event. They invite thought leaders like Tony Robbins, Dean Gross, and other like Adam Manley, Brendan Burchard, all great ones. It would be impossible to name them all. And last, I want to thank Stephen Larson for being a constant sounding board during this book project. Now, Stephen Larson also becomes super successful based on this platform. It's just like they grow together with the system. Without your excitement for this book, it never would have been completed. And Julie Eason for dedicating the better part of a year to help me write this book twice. If it weren't for you, this would still just be a bunch of random thoughts inside my head. Thank you. Okay, let me turn on my light. Get more light illumination. What is expert secrets? Now we get to the real explanation, right? Expert secrets is the second half of a journey you have already started. Something you experienced in your life started you on this path, which caused you to want to become more. You started to read books, study and experiment with the things you learned. And by doing so, you have become who you are ready today, an expert. Right? That's the first part. You become an expert. But so many of you, maybe you do not realize that you become an expert while you're studying, you're accumulating your life experience, your skills, right? You don't know that. That's the first part. And now this is the second part, okay? But as most experts soon find, no matter how much personal development you achieve, there will be a point where you can no longer progress. The only way to continue to grow is by helping others become like you. Yes, true growth and fulfillment comes from your contribution to others. So now this book is focusing on the second part. That's super important, right? Now we accumulate all our personal development. We started so many years, we worked so many years, and now how do we really turn that knowledge into something profitable and really contribute to this world and make it a sustainable business? Your message has the ability to change someone's life. The impact that the right message can have on someone at the right time in their life is immeasurable. It could help to save marriages, repair families, change someone's health, grow a company or more. But only if you know how to get it into the hands of the people whose lives you have been called to change. This how part, okay? Expert 6 will help you find your voice and give you the confidence to become a leader. Expert Secrets will show you how to build a mass movement of people whose lives you can affect. Expert Secrets will teach you how to make this calling a career where people will pay you for your advice. As Sir Winston Churchill once said, to each there comes in their lifetime a special moment when they are figuratively tapped on the shoulder and offered the chance to do a very special thing, unique to them and fitted to their talents. What a tragedy if that moment finds them unprepared or unqualified for that which could have been their finest hour. That's really like the blessed time, the call, the purpose, it's really like the means, what do you mean to become, what do you mean to contribute to this world, right? The life's true finds time that tapped on your shoulder and offer a chance and hope that you are prepared. So that's why we read this book to help you get prepared. Your message matters, and this book is your figurative tap on the shoulder. Wonderful. So now this is introduction part. So now you can see that the book is how many pages? Let me see. It's not like a previous wisdom book. It's relatively easier. This book has more like a more tangible, like a practice and a business advice. Oh wow, 260 some pages. Okay, over 265 pages. So let's quickly read the introduction, and then tomorrow we can the introduction. Okay, I had just gotten married earlier that year, which means I was one of just 2 married guys on the Boise State wrestling team. It was spring break, and all of our friends had jumped into their cars to make their 6-hour drive to Vegas to celebrate. But Nathan, Flo and I were stuck at home because the beautiful women we had married earlier were working hard to support their jobless, wrestling husband. I was a sophomore at Boise State University. For months leading up to spring break, I had been studying marketing and learning how to sell things online. At that point, almost everything I tried failed. I tried selling on eBay and made a little bit of money, but not enough to cover the shipping and the listing fees. I tried selling things on Craigslist. I tried becoming an affiliate. Nothing seemed to work, and I was a little desperate to figure out something that actually made good money. It's funny looking back now, I didn't set out to become a potato gun expert, but that's exactly what happened. Become a potato gun expert. On the third day of spring break, after already watched about a dozen movies, we decided we had to get out of the house and do something. That's when Nate said, "Hey, we should make a potato gun." I had heard of potato guns before, but I did never actually seen one. He told me how you could make them by gluing PVC pipes together when they are dry. You jam a potato down the barrel, spray hairspray into the chamber, create a little spark, and shoot them a few hundred yards. I'm so excited I could barely contain myself. There was only one problem. We didn't know how to make one. So we found some websites. Can you imagine that? This is funny. I always read this book because he already just newly get married, still like a kid, like playing potato gun, watch all these movies. So that means you need to always have that kind of enthusiasm and curiosity in your life, right? Before you can really create anything good. So we found some websites that has some free potato gun plans. During our research, we found out a bunch of interesting things. We learned you had to have a correct barrel to chamber volume ratio, or your potatoes won't shoot very far. We found out the right propellant to use, the correct pressure for the pipes, and lots of other important details. We also learned how to keep ourselves safe, meaning which kinds of pipes and propellants would blow up and which ones won't. It didn't take long before we knew a ton of great information about potato guns. So funny, right? They supposed to make money and they were just like trying to first to entertain them. But it's like opened some new door, by the way. Armed with this information, we were ready to make our first gun. So we went to Home Depot and bought the pipes, glue, barbecue ignitions, and other things we needed. We spent the next few days making a gun, and then it was finished. We found a secluded location and started shooting it. We had one of the best times of our lives. It was so much fun. Okay, look at this picture, the potato gun things. It's so funny. We spent the rest of that week making more guns, trying out other plans, and even creating some designs of our own. During that week, we learned more about potato guns than 95% of the world would ever know. In fact, you might say we become expert. Just a few weeks. It doesn't need like how many 10,000 hours to become an expert for this kind of thing. Okay, we spent the rest of that week making more guns. Oh, okay. We read this part. The next Monday, when school started back up again, I remember sitting in a finance class, wishing I was out shooting potato guns, and I had a flash of inspiration. I thought, I wonder if anyone else besides me searched for information on how to make a potato gun plans last weekend. There are places online where you can see how many searches in Google are happening each month. So I went to one of those websites, typed in the keywords, potato gun, and found that over 18,000 people that month had searched for the phrase potato gun plans. That's a market. At that time, there were no products, no plans, and no other experts out there teaching people about potato guns. There was a lot of free stuff, but nothing for sale. You see, you found the leads, right? Interest, customer interest, and also the problems. There's no ready solution for them. It occurred to me that this was my chance. This was my opportunity to become an expert in potato guns and to sell my advice. I figured I knew about as much as any other potato gun expert out there. So all I needed to do was create a product and sell it. I called Nate and convinced him to help me record a demo of us making potato guns. We borrowed a little video camera and drove up to Home Depot. When we got there and started filming, someone asked us what we were doing. We told them we were recording a video about making potato guns. Apparently, Home Depot didn't want that type of liability, and they threw us out. So we drove to the next Home Depot in town, and this time we went into stealth mode. I hid the camera under my my jacket, then pulled it out and started recording what we were buying as we bought the pipes, barbecue igniters, and propellants. We returned home and filmed ourselves assembling the guns. We described each step as we did it, shared the secret barrel to chamber volume ratios we discovered, told them about our favorite propellants, and instructed them how to keep safe. Eventually, we had a video explaining the whole process. Then we turned our homemade video into a DVD to sell online. That's information. His first, like for this business, right? First information products. Well, I never become a millionaire as a potato gun expert. We did make sales. In fact, we averaged anywhere from $20 to $30 a day selling that products, which was huge for a couple of college kids. It completely transformed my life and helped me understand the power of an expert business. Now, as inspiring as selling potato gun DVDs can be, I believe that the true value of an expert business isn't the money you make, but the people's lives you're about to change through your message. And while the people who bought my DVDs were able to have a great time making potato guns, I felt like what I had learned from the process of selling my first information product was just a stepping stone for something bigger, something I was meant to do. And little did I know at that time that this was where my real journey would begin, a journey that had lasted over a decade now. I started to find other experts in areas of life that fascinated me. We took their messages and promoted them through this expert secret system I was developing. Many of the early projects we worked on failed, but with each failure came a lesson on what worked and, more important, what didn't work. I became obsessed with why people buy and what you can do to influence their purchasing decisions. It's super important. Why people buy and what you can do to influence their purchasing decisions. Even more rewarding was the impact that the right message can have on someone at the right time in your life. The right message on someone at the right time in your life. Like when someone is trying to lose weight and they find an expert who resonates with them, inspires them, and gives them the right opportunity to finally make that change. Or the person who's trying to do better in school, or a couple trying to strengthen their marriage, or an entrepreneur who wants to grow a company. We all need help to grow, and we seek out experts for that help. One of our companies helps people overcome, let's say, pornography addiction. Wow. We partnered with an expert to create an information product and started selling it online. Our message landed in the hands of men who were struggling with this addiction. Wives and mothers found our courses and used them to better understand the people they love who struggled with this addiction. We started to make money, but more importantly, we watched as marriages were saved, families were repaired, and people's lives were changed forever. That's real impact, that's powerful. Real impact, change people's lives, right? That is what this book is about. Yes, if you follow this system, then you will make money, but that is not the point. That is merely the byproduct of helping others, okay? Money is just a byproduct of helping others. That's the key, serving others and helping others. Zig Ziglar once said, you will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. This is like so important and great quote, right? Zig Ziglar once said, you will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. So that's our focus on this book, to help enough other people get what they want, okay? So we finished so far the introduction part, and tomorrow we will continue on the 2 types of expert businesses, okay? So we're on page, whoa, this is difficult to know what the page is. Where's the number? Oh, it's not inside the chapters yet, okay? The section 1, we've not get into section 1 yet, but I think the time is long enough. So tomorrow we will continue to read the 2 types of expert businesses. It's still like a beginning part. Love it, right? Do you feel like you already love this book and expect that you will get tons of inspirations and practical like the secrets from it? strategies, right? Okay, so thank you for following me and on sharing this abundance reading journey. And this week and this month, right, we are on May. This is May 2023, totally on our expert secrets to see how we can turn our inner resources, the knowledge we already know, into a business that's profitable. Okay, that's the true message. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. I will remember to check the link. I will share the affiliate link. I just claim that, right? Affiliate link for the expert secrets. I would encourage you to buy this book from there, and we can share this great journey. So this is not just reading journey anymore. This is how to turn, this is more like a coaching and also counseling from turn your knowledge into a profitable business. Okay. And that's where my coaching has been focusing on. Turn your purposeful and profitable niche into your profitable business. And now it's like through this journey, you will get both Russell Brunson's teaching and many of his mentors' teaching, and me adding my coaching and counseling here. So it's like a tons of like more valuable than just a book cost. I forgot how much this costs, around maybe just $20 around that. So you get the best value. All right. So make sure that you will get the book, and we will follow us on both YouTube and also Instagram. Let's continue this wonderful transformation.